Hello YouTube, my name is Mike. I live just outside of Edmonton, Alberta in Canada, and today I thought I'd give it a shot to make my first YouTube vinyl community video. And I've been watching a lot of videos for the past year, I would say, and finally had the inspiration and courage to give it a shot myself. I picked out a few albums that I thought might be of interest to people. They're of interest to me, and yeah, they have frequent rotation on the turntable. So yeah, here's a few of them. I'll start off with the Burton Quartet with Eberhard Weber, Passengers. I'm a huge ECM fan. I have lots from that catalog in my collection. Not lots, but a few, quite a few. And I mean, the sound of these records and the people, the artists on them, on the label, are just amazing. This album in particular is quite good. It has an awesome lineup, as you can see. Each person in their own right has solo albums on ECM, and they're worth checking out themselves. It's each musician has a lot of good compositions, and they came together for this album, and yeah, it's just fantastic. Good recording. I love good recordings, and the sound of this one is amazing. In fact, the song Yellow Fields is written by Eberhard Weber, and it was actually one of my first ECM purchases, actually, and I just love that album. Can't get enough of Yellow Fields. But yeah, this one in particular I just played recently and has some great compositions. The next album is a post-rock band out of, I believe, Oregon, and they're called Grails. I got into these guys about a year ago, and I have a few albums from them. This one I spun recently, and it's dark, instrumental, kind of soundtrack-ish vibe to it. I love the drumming. The drums in this band are amazing. Yeah, the vinyl itself has some pretty interesting etching on it. I don't know if you could see that there. Kind of neat. Yes, post-rock, heavy at times, light, ethereal. It has elements of Pink Floyd, elements of Led Zeppelin, but it doesn't copy them. It's their own sound, their own kind of production, and yeah, I really love this band. Like I said, I have a few albums from them, and yeah, they're all worth checking out. The next one is a band out of Vancouver, and I had the pleasure of seeing them a couple of years ago. They're called Brastronaut, and as the name suggests, they have some brass instrumentation within the group, trumpet, sax, along with the drummer, keys, and a vocalist, bass, guitar, and yeah, great songs. They have elements of jazz, pop, rock, but really intriguing compositions and clever. I would say it's quite different. Not your standard pop music by any means, but it has a certain sensibility that works well with musician listeners and non-musician listeners alike. Yeah, I really like this album a lot. Don't know how popular this band is, but they should be. Of note, as the album is called Mean Sun, they have released it on yellow vinyl, which is kind of neat too. Yes, good band. I recommend you listen to them. And finally, I'll show four albums in this video, being my first and not wanting to cloud it with too many things. In the background is an album entitled Nebula Wave. I have kind of a personal attachment to this album. We recently received these pressings. It's a group that I'm in with two other fellas, Dan and Nathaniel, and we decided to get together and do some jamming for the most part and lay down some live tracks in the studio and do some overdubs on top of kind of groove-oriented space rock. So we just got these a few months ago, and as a matter of fact, Derek did a video on this. I sent one to him, and he was kind enough to do a kind of a review of sorts on it, and yeah, I was really appreciative of that. There's only 100 copies of these bad boys out there. It's playing in the background. Like I said, it's post-rockish as well, as the sticker suggests. And it has a element of space, Pink Floyd again. But yeah, it's something that took us a little while to do and get pressed, and finally we have them, and we're very happy that they have arrived in good shape. And that about does it. Thanks for bearing with me through this introductory video. I'm sure I'll get a little bit more comfortable with the process, and I'll put some more albums out there that maybe spark some interests. So yeah, thanks very much, and any comments, please leave them, and I'll be back soon with some more vinyl. Take care.